Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Bonnerescu TV. Today I'm going to be talking about driving, the differences between driving in Romania and driving in America. Let me try to get this light so it's a little nicer. Maybe that's a little better. I can't quite tell. But it is currently 1:45 a.m. I am driving in Utah, the state that I am from, and the roads are empty. It is awesome. The lights are all like green, so you basically just drive through and it's all good. It goes by so quickly. Usually the roads are packed. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about, the difference in between Romania and America. So in America, there's a lot of people with cars, and we are kind of spread out. So we're not taking public transportation a lot, just because it's not as convenient as it is in Romania. So as I am driving, it is way late at night. I honestly feel like I am driving in Romania right now. There's like 7 cars I've passed on the road. I've been driving for like 25 miles. I don't know. It's been awesome. It has been so cool to be able to drive and just feel almost alone on the streets. And that's how I felt a lot while I was driving in Romania. While I was driving in Romania, there's not as many cars, especially once you get out of the big city like Bucharest. There's not as many cars on the road. It's a lot easier. Usually the cars are the people driving the cars are very courteous and let you get in, or, you know, they communicate super well. You use your flashers to say thank you. It's super awesome. Whereas here in America, it seems like everybody is just trying to get to their destination the fastest. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. And so people a lot of times are getting mad at each other. There's road rage. There's things going on that aren't good. But here in America, we do have a lot bigger roads, a lot wider roads. So it is a little bit easier that way. But I would say I preferred driving in Romania. A lot of the people were very courteous. The roads had some, very comfortable speeds. When you're driving on the highway, it's pretty much free for all. It's kind of like the Autobahn in Germany. It's as fast as you want to go. At one point, I was going 160 kilometers an hour, and I got past like I wasn't even moving. So this guy had to be going like 200, 220 kilometers an hour. Just so fast, so fast. But then, like, when you're driving, so the whole part of Romania isn't like a highway or a freeway like we have in America. There are so many small towns that you have to pass through, and that's one of the coolest things about driving in Romania, is you get to pass through these small towns and stop and see their churches, or stop at these little, like, convenience stores and see really what this town is about. You get to see the fortress around the town, if they have a fortress, or, there's so many things that you get to see. You're driving through these little towns, and you're literally probably going like 40 kilometers an hour, which is like 25 miles an hour, or 40 kilometers an hour, 25 miles an hour. And it feels so cool because it's windy. You're winding through these roads. There's all sorts of colors of houses on both sides. It is just awesome. I would say I personally prefer to drive in Romania. There's less people on the road, usually more courteous drivers. The taxis are a little bit crazy, so if you ever get a taxi, those guys are a little bit wild. Like some of my experiences in taxis in Bucharest especially, like even outside of Bucharest, the taxis are pretty wild. But Bucharest especially, it's like, it makes me nervous being in the back seat. And I usually am not one to get nervous in cars. I'm usually very comfortable in cars. But these taxi drivers, they fly around, they zip in and out, they drive on the tramway rails, and they'll like just drive, and then a tramway comes and they're like, oh, I gotta get over, okay. It's seriously so scary to drive with a taxi driver. But being an American, driving in America, I would say I grew up in a smaller town, about 12,000 people while I was growing up, and then moving to the big city. It is so much easier to drive in Romania. And by easier, I don't mean it's easier to get a license. It's easier on, like cost. Like their cost per gallon for gas is more expensive. So gas is more expensive. But being a driver in Romania, it's much more calm. People are much more courteous. That is the one big thing I have to say is everyone's a lot more courteous, which is super great. And I love roundabouts. Their roundabouts make all the difference in terms of traffic and slowing traffic down. So that's my episode of Bonnerescu TV today. It is just a little bit of a rant. It is just saying how much nicer Romanian traffic is and how I feel like I'm in Romania right now. And like I said, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So streets are pretty low, low census. But it feels good. I feel like I'm driving back in Romania. I'm loving it. And I just wanted to let you guys know, if you do go to Romania and you're planning on driving, just be aware that they are courteous. So you're probably should go in with a very calm demeanor when you're going to be driving, because people aren't going to be like forcing themselves in or really pushing you. They're going to do their own thing. They'll go around you. If you're going too slow on one of those country roads, they will just zip around you. Feel free, be calm. Everything's so much better when you're calm in Romania because those guys are being calm and they don't really get road rage as much. So that's my rant. Thank you guys for listening. I am excited to go back to Romania and drive again. There's so many roads I want to drive in Romania, the Transfăgărășan being the number one. There's also the one up in the Moldova region. I can't remember its name right now, but there's like a train that runs through it. And there's these beautiful mountains kind of like hanging over it. I think it's Kele something. I can't remember. Kele Bicazului. I really want to go there. It looks awesome. And I want to get back on the Autostrada, Romania's version of the Autobahn. It'd be so awesome. Can't wait to be back in Romania driving. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. You guys are literally the best. I appreciate you guys so much. And as always, spor la muncă, spor Romania. And let's make a better Romania together. See ya!